Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is it's pretty much just like a makeup and chill type of video. Um just with everything that's going on. It's it's tough, these are trying times and it's just chaos in the world right now, guys, and so I just wanted to come on today and do my makeup with you guys, just kind of chill out. I was supposed to go to work today. Actually, I'm supposed to be there right now, and I end up not being able to go because of everything that's going on. And so, yeah, if you guys just want to watch me do my makeup, I also went on a mini haul the day before Lent started, right? Like with everything that's going on, Lent is happening right now. And if you're new to my channel, during Lent, I don't purchase any new makeup products. I just kind of also use that time to burn through a lot of the makeup that I already have. So there were some items that I really wanted to get before Lent started. And so I just went and pick up a few things from Colored Rain the day before Lent started, and then I won't be purchasing anything else until after Lent. So it's this crazy time right now, and I just wanted to do my makeup. I'm like stuck in the house essentially because I don't want to risk exposure. I don't want to risk exposure with my kids. I take our health very seriously. And yeah, we're just gonna talk about it. Just gonna do my makeup. I'm gonna show you guys everything that I purchased in my mini haul. And it really is truly a mini haul. I didn't buy a lot of the stuff. And yeah, let's do makeup, mini haul, and just talk about stuff. And I'm gonna vent to you guys, and you guys can vent in the comment section with me. Tell me how you're feeling, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'll go through what I purchased in the mini haul. Pretty much, it was everything from Colored Rain. Some products I have been wanting to try from them, but one of them are out of stock. So first things first, the item that I have really wanted, that I'm going to show you guys, is the Colored Rain Vivid Pigments eyeshadow palette. It's the Vivid Pigments and Shadows eyeshadow palette. And this video is going up like way after I had gotten the products, because once again, like I purchased these before Lent started, and then they came like the day before Lent, I think, or a little bit afterwards, and we're already in March. It's March 14th, so I've had the products for a while. So I did play in this eyeshadow palette a little bit, but not a lot. And so I wanted to start experimenting with color a lot more this year. And so this palette was a palette I had my eye on for so long. I mean, I had my eye on this palette back when I purchased the Power palette, and it was sold out. It was out of stock, and it had been out of stock all this time. And then finally I was able, they announced the pre-order, that you could pre-order the palette. And I was like, yes. And so I had to go ahead and do it because I knew it was gonna sell out again. And then it's been reformulated. It's vegan. I mean, and let me tell you something, these colors, like the pigment is bomb. And so I'm so happy I was able to get this palette, because I think it's gonna go great with the Makeup Revolution palette, the Makeup Revolution Patricia Bright Rich and Colored palette, as well as my Juvia's Place Zulu palette, and really any other palette that I pair it with, because I can really get creative. So I've already played in this, and I created a look, and I posted on Instagram. So guys, make sure you follow me on Instagram, because honestly, I post a lot more often on Instagram than I do here on YouTube. But yeah, so I got this palette from Colored Rain, and then I also picked up the Queen of Hearts palette from Colored Rain, and this palette is really nice too. And it's just like this black and gold case here. And I'm just gonna take the plastic off. And then that's what the palette looks like. So it is really nice. And I think I'm gonna play in this one today. I think I'm gonna create a look using this one. Because I'm not going anywhere. Me and the kids are stuck in the house. So I think, yeah, this is the one I'm going to use. Just because I want to do my makeup, but I don't want to do it like too crazy. I'm just going to sit in the house. It's pretty much just for me to feel pretty. And, you know, just make a look, you know. That's all this is. And then I also got the sponges from them. So the Flawless Perfecting Sponges. I got this one in Apple Rain. This was in Apple Rain, and I got this one in Tangerine. So I think I'm going to use this one, Apple Rain. It's green, and I just want to use this sponge to blend my makeup. And from Amazon, I purchased these bamboo makeup remover pads, and these are reusable makeup remover pads. And this was an important purchase for me because I do believe in being environmentally friendly. When I got the makeup removing wipes in my BoxyCharm box for February, I had kind of made a decision that I wasn't going to purchase any more makeup removing wipes because I want to cut down on waste and just be more environmentally friendly, environmentally aware. Even though the ones that I had purchased were biodegradable, that's great, but if I can prevent waste altogether, that's even better. So these, it says zero waste lifestyle, great for home and travel. Bamboo fabric makeup removers, perfect for travel, the gym or everyday cleaning. And I did use this. I used it to clean off my camera, and I also used it to clean my mirror, my little magnifying mirror here. Cleaning baby's eyes, face, nose could also be used for any other little jobs such as iPads, lens, whiteboard eraser. And so you get 20 of these makeup remover pads in a laundry bag to wash them in. So that's perfect because after this, like, I won't have to buy any more. Like 20 of these, and they're reusable. Like, I won't have to buy any more ever. And so it comes in this packaging like this, and then these are all the pads. And so this is what the remover pad looks like. And then this is the laundry bag that they're sitting on. So let me just show you guys the laundry bag. Like, this is perfect. This is just perfect. And this is the laundry bag. So I can use this. I can throw any of the dirty pads in here. And I can also use this to put my sponges in. Throw them in the washing machine. Let them wash. I know I'm good. So this is a really, really good practical purchase. And I'm actually very proud that I made. So I'm just going to put these in here. But yeah, so these are what I use for my skincare. And there they are. So no more makeup removing wipes or the cotton pads or the cotton rounds. Another reason too why I looked into these is because the cotton rounds would get like stuck in my face, like little pieces of it would get stuck in my face. And I didn't like that, so I'm glad I discovered these. So that's everything I purchased in my mini haul. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and start doing my makeup. Okay, so for primer, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. This is the primer I've been actually using lately because my skin has been a lot more oily lately. And so I'm not using the Milani hydrating primer anymore because, you know, with the warmer weather, my skin is now just oily. Now, at first, because this was a matte putty primer, I thought that I could just wear it by itself. But no, like, I have just put this on. It says to let it dry down and soak into the skin for like 30 minutes. So I did that. And then I went ahead, did foundation and everything. And then went to work. And like from the time I had finished my makeup, applied my makeup, got to work. Maybe like an hour within me being at work, my skin was so oily. It was so bad. And so I realized that this by itself, this is not meant to be used by itself long term. This is like maybe like if you're going out real quick, like to dinner or something like that. But it's definitely not meant to be used by itself because it didn't control my oil for long at all. And so I'm going to let this soak in for 30 minutes. But as it's soaking, well, really, I don't even have to let it soak in for 30 minutes because that didn't really make a difference. But I went back to setting my face, setting it with powder because I need the oil control. And so for powder, I'm going to be using a Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder. I am in the shade Honey, so I'm just going to use that to set this. And I'm just getting some powder here. I'm just going to use this sponge. I'm going to go on the butt. I was trying to figure out which way I want to do it, but let me just do it this way. This sponge is so soft. I really like this sponge. Yeah, that's a nice sponge. So you guys, like, I had to pull my kids out of school on Monday because I had to text my kids' teachers and let them know that Monday was going to be their last day of school due to this coronavirus outbreak. You know, like, I'm up here waiting for the schools to close down and let everybody know that the school was going to be closed, and they never did. You know, they just never did. And so finally I was like, I'm not about to risk my kids' health. Like, schools are a nesting ground for viruses. I mean, people send their kids to school sick all the freaking time. And it's aggravated for a parent like me because when my kids get sick, they stay home. You know, I keep them home so they can, first of all, recover because they're not feeling well, right? Like, they're sick. And then on top of that, so they don't get other kids sick. So I keep my kids home when they sick, but I'm pretty sure you guys know, like, not every parent does that. And even without a coronavirus going around, my kids would get sick in school, whether it's the common cold, the stomach flu. Now, me, myself, I really don't get sick. Matter of fact, I probably get sick like once a year. But other than that, I don't get sick. My immunity is just really strong. It always has been. And I just don't get sick. And so I was like, but the only time I will get sick, I will say, is like during that time of the month. Like, during that time of the month, sometimes, like very rarely, like, but during that time of the month, like for my menstrual cycle, my immunity drops really, really low. And because of that, then I'm more susceptible to being sick. But other than that, like, I don't get sick. Like, all the kids could have a stomach flu, could have a stomach virus in the house, and I won't have it. I won't have it because I just don't get sick. I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, sorry guys. So yeah, I don't get sick like that. And the thing about it is that I was so mad at the school. I'm just at a loss for words right now with everything that's going on, honestly. Like this is crazy. But anyway, so now I'm gonna set that with this Milani Make It Last Matte Finish Setting Spray. So I ran out of the Too Faced Hangover RX Setting Spray. Then after that, what was I using? Oh, I ran out of that e.l.f. setting spray. And so then I was using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist Setting Spray, which I'll use this on top of everything to set everything. But underneath foundation and for oil control, I pulled out the Milani Make It Last Mattifying Setting Spray because I need the oil control right now. And then I'm just going to take my sponge and just press that in. So a lot of my oil control and everything takes place underneath foundation. So that way I can get everything situated. And as you can see, it's looking good. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I was so mad at the kids' school because I was like, well, obviously they're not going to pull the kids out of school, so I have to stop my kids from going to school myself because I'm not going to risk them getting sick. Like, people's kids be sick and they won't say anything. They'll still send the kids to school, and I couldn't risk it. And what made me mad was the fact that when I had emailed my kids' teachers and text them to let them know that Monday was going to be the kids' last day at school, they sent me a copy of the freaking attendance policy. Hold on a second, I get my brush. Okay, so for highlighter, I like to highlight underneath foundation as well. So for highlighter, I'm using this Dior Nude Air Luminizer. And this brush, this is the Beauty Bakery Milk and Honey highlighting brush. I'm just going to pick some of that up and pop it on my cheeks. So yeah, they gonna send me a copy of the school's attendance policy, and I was like, and they're like, yeah, you know, unexcused absences, absences are considered unexcused unless it comes with a doctor's note, this and that. Well, of course, I'm not gonna have no freaking doctor's note because I'm doing this as a precaution for safety measures, you know, and I'm just like, you know, like, to me, I was like, that's just proof. Like, you gonna send me a copy of the kids' attendance, the school's attendance policy, when there's a freaking deadly virus going around. Everybody knows that schools are breeding grounds for viruses, and all you care about is a butt being in the seat. And for me, I was like, you know, it's just more proof that our country is just so capitalist. Like, all they care about is the dollar sign for your kids' butts being in the seat. You know, I was like, you couldn't possibly care about my kid, because if you did, you wouldn't be sending me a copy of no freaking attendance policy while we have a virus going on that's killing people. And yeah, they're young, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want them to go through that. I don't want to go through that. So it just made me so mad. It just made me so angry. I was just like, you can take your attendance policy and shove it up your behind. My kids ain't going to school, period. And if y'all were smart, you would close the school. So now I'm just going to go ahead in with foundation. For foundation, I'm going to be using this Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. I'm in the shade Cinnamon. And I'm just going to mix that with the Lancome foundation. So I'm just going to take a pump of that on the back of my hand. And then a pump of the Lancome, because this one is a little bit dark. So half a pump of the Lancome. And then just mix that together. So yeah, I was really upset. And I was like venting, and the kids must have heard me because they came home from school and I told them that Monday was their last day in school. And they were like, okay. And, you know, I didn't care. You know, I was like, I started preparing for this a long time ago because I was like, you know, it just made sense, right? It just made sense. Like, when I was looking at everything that was going on in China, I was like, yeah, you know, like, people travel, blah, 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 and it's spreading, like, when they were talking about how it was spreading in China, and how fast it was spreading in China, how people were, you know, like, dying and this and that and getting sick. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm going to start, you know, stocking up on stuff. So I had already had, by this time, you know, I already had plenty of food, tissue paper, antibacterial soap, Lysol spray, everything. So, you know, I was ready for me and my kids to be home for a few weeks. And, you know, we be stocked and not have to worry about anything. And it's really funny because I was kind of like venting about what the school said. And Naomi, she was like, she was like, yeah, she was like, I'm glad that you bought everything and this and that, because at school, like, everybody's kind of worried. She was like, but I really feel bad for um, all the parents who don't have the money to stock up on groceries and food and, like, everything they need, um, so that their kids could be home. And I had to think about that. And that's when I got to think about, like, man, this is really bad. Like, this really sucks, because that's so true. Like, I'm upset that they won't close the school, because I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm watching. I'm paying attention and everything. But for a lot of parents, like, the school is pretty much where their kids get their meals from. And when she said that, I was just like, that's probably the reason why the school was hesitant. I don't know. I hope so. But I'm like, that's probably the reason why the school was hesitant to close down right away, because they're probably thinking about all that. And it's just sad. It's just sad, like, food is flying off the shelves. Toilet paper is sold out. It's just sad. So I went ahead and did concealer. Just put it down off camera. For underneath the eye, I used the Fenty Beauty Concealer in 390. And then to brighten the center of the face, I used the Lancome foundation. So, yeah, it's just really sad, because let me tell you something. I was so upset. I was telling my kids, teachers, like, they all had laptops. Like, all my kids have laptops. So I was like, you can email them whatever their school assignments is. You can email it to them. I'll make sure they do it. I work part-time. Which now, I'm not even going to be able to do that anymore. I don't know what's going to happen, because not being able to get to work, not being able to go to work because of this virus in public places. So now it's like, I might lose that as an opportunity. And so then if I lose that, like, what I'm going to do about my rent? Like, I still have to pay rent. It's crazy. Like, but at first I was like telling the kids, teachers, like, as far as like us being okay, I was telling the kids, teachers, like, you can email the kids their homework. They can do it, complete it, and email it back. Right? But what about all the people whose kids don't have laptops, or they can't afford to buy their kids laptops? Like, I'm just getting to think about things like this virus. Like, it's just sad. It's just really, really sad. But at the same time, I'm like, maybe it will shake America enough, like, to make our elected officials rethink paid leave and things like that. So I'm just going to set the concealer with the Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powder. This is in my everyday makeup rotation, guys, so I'm just trying to use it up. But yeah, like, maybe this will make America rethink a lot of its capitalist ways, because you mean to tell me, because there is a deadly virus that ain't got nothing to do with me, I didn't unleash it out in the world, this is, nature or whatever the heck happened, but you mean to tell me, because there's a deadly virus going on and I can't go to work because we need to be avoiding public places, now I have to lose my job? Or because there are people already being laid off. Like, this man is just crazy. And it's like, so what? Now I can't work. You only get so many leave hours. A lot of jobs only give you so many leave hours every 2 weeks. And my employer gives us, at my tenure, I get 6.5 hours of leave occurred every 2 weeks. That's not even enough to take a day off every 2 weeks. I have to work a month before I can accumulate even a day off. And then entry level, it was like 5.95. So if you just starting that job, you really screwed. And I'm not sure about other places, how their leave policies go. But yeah, so if you don't have the leave saved up, you're not getting paid. You can't go to work. And the only state so far whose mayor I know stopped the eviction process was in Washington. Kudos to that mayor. Smart, because obviously it's not people's fault that they can't come to freaking work. I'm just going to set my face with the Too Faced Born This Way ethereal setting powder. Set the rest of my face. So yeah, it's just crazy, it's just crazy. Everything that's going on, I'm just like, now if I lose my job, if I get fired, the biggest headache I'll have is maybe not being able to buy a house as soon as I wanted to, right? Because if I get fired, then okay, fine. Like at least I can cash out on my 401k. I could pay all my bills up. I could still pay my rent while, the world figures out what's going on. At least I have that. Like I got 401k. But even now, the other day, I'm watching my 401k dwindle. I'm watching all the money that I saved and put away just dwindle in my 401k, just go down. And of course, like right now is the perfect time to increase my contributions to my 401k. But at the same time, it's disheartening. Like that's money coming out of my paycheck, and I'm watching it just go, and this is just like, and I'm just thinking about it. Like if I'm going through this, like if this is what I'm going through, I just can't imagine. Those people out there who don't have a 401k, who's working an hourly job, who gets some crappy leave, if they even get leave. It's just like the kids, the innocent kids who will suffer because they're out of school, schools are closed, but their parents can't afford to not go to work. So the parents are risking it. They're risking getting this virus every day, coming home and giving it to their kids because I can't lose my apartment. We still got to eat. There's not being any flexibility anywhere. So as bad as it is, at the same time, I'm like, oh, and not to mention the people with the medical bills. Hold on a second. I need to get my stuff to contour and do blush. One moment. So yeah, it's like, and then there are food shortages. Like you go to the store and you can't find toilet paper. Like once again, like I said, I stocked up once I saw what was happening in China. Like I didn't wait. I was like, yeah, China is going through this and that. And people from China, they travel, and they coming home with a sickness, so it's not gonna be long. Like I could already see what was going on. But it's like there are food shortages. People killing and stabbing each other over water bottles. Y'all better learn how to survive. I tell you what. This reminds me of during the Great Depression. You can make a killing teaching survival classes right now, because you better get you a teapot or a pot and boil some water. That's all you got to do while you're out here spending all your money up on bottled water. You better boil some water and then just put it in an empty milk carton. But nonetheless, people who don't know how to survive during the pandemic, like who weren't taught stuff like that. Like people, I heard like cases where scams are going on, where people are buying hand sanitizer and then selling it for like $100 a bottle. You better get you some 90% alcohol and some aloe vera gel. Make your own crap at home. It's a crazy time, and it's crazy because people don't know what to do. And I'm just sad, like I'm looking at everything and I'm like, man, like I did not feel like doing my hair today, so I just put on the scarf. But I'm starting to feel better. I like this foundation. Like the coverage is there. Like you cannot see any of my acne blemishes. I love that. Okay, and then for blush, I'm using the Ciate London Marbled Light Halo Blush. I got this in my BoxyCharm box. I love this blush. It's a beautiful mauve color. And so I'm just going to spin my brush in there and pop some of that on my cheeks. I'm going to have to get a different brush. This is not even showing up on my skin. I need to get a different brush. Okay. There we go. That's better. So yeah, it's just a crazy time. And it's like people are just running amok, and oh my gosh, and our president is such a freaking idiot. Like, I don't even care if I lose subscribers over saying that. That man is a straight moron. Okay, so I know this video is running long, but that's okay. You know, this is a venting video. You know, like, I wanted us to be able to vent and just get it all out. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this palette here. But let me grab my eyebrushes. Like, I'm so disorganized and just stressed out right now. Because, you know, at the same time, like, even though I prepared and, like, I have everything I need to be okay for the next few weeks, it's like I can't leave my house. You know, like, you can't find those surgical face masks anywhere. And so I don't want to leave my house and go outside because I done seen too many nasty people out here coughing and they don't cover their freaking mouths. A lot of y'all are nasty as hell and you don't wash your freaking hands. And I've seen it. I've even seen it at work before there was a coronavirus. Like, you should wash your hands anyway, with or without the coronavirus. It's crazy. Like, I've literally seen people at work go in the bathroom, use the bathroom, and walk out the bathroom without washing their hands. So I don't even want to leave my house because I know people nasty. It's just, let me get my brushes. So yeah, I can't even find the surgical mask anywhere. When I went on Amazon to purchase them, they saying the soonest that I can get one, the soonest they'll ship out is April 1st. And I'm just like, wow. So I guess I'm sitting at home until April 1st. I'm supposed to do my brows first, guys. I'm going to do my brows off camera real quick. And then I'll be back. Okay, so brows are done. Not going to lie, I'm not too mad at them. Okay, they're okay for now, but eventually I am going to need to see my brow lady. But I'm just going to use this Queen of Hearts palette. I'm going to use this shade here, which is Royal Prerogative, as a transition shade. And I'm going to use Duchess to deepen the crease. And then I think I'm going to put Your Majesty on the lid. So those are the shades I'm using from this palette. So yeah, like, there are a few shortages. People are getting laid off. Like, this is so crazy right now, guys. Like, I'm just like, ugh. Like, I don't know. You know? And yeah, it's like, I'm looking at my 401k, just like, it's like, I don't know what to do, you know? Like, should I stop contributing to it, but then I lose all my money if I just stop contributing to it altogether? I don't know. And then, like, I don't know what would happen if there was, like, a complete quarantine, you know? Like, that would be really crazy. Okay, so I went ahead and did this eye off camera, and it looks so cute. Okay, like, I'm starting to feel a little bit better, so I'm just going to go in with the shade Duchess on this eye, and I'm just, like, stamping that on the outer V and then blending that into the crease to deepen the crease. But yeah, guys, it's like, it's so stressful. It's a stressful time right now, and to be honest, it's a scary time. Like, even when you think you're prepared, even if you did prepare, it's still scary. It's still scary. And, you know, I can't leave the house. Like, you know, like, I need these brows done. But I don't want to leave the house. I just want to kind of sit at home for a little bit, for a few weeks, see what happens. But even still with that, it's like I'm stuck in the house with 3 kids. With 3 kids. Like, can you guys hear them right now? Right now, my 2 boys, they are in the room arguing over something on YouTube. Like, this is what I'm dealing with. But, like, they have stuff to keep them occupied. I have them on the schedule for while the school is closed down. But it's like, it's just everything. It's just everything. And, I'm just thinking about the state of our world right now. Oh my gosh. You guys, the pigment in this palette. Can you see that? Woo! It's so pretty. But yeah, it's like the state of our world right now is a scary time. It's scary. Like, there is no cure for this. And the other thing that's pissing me off is all of the misinformation. Like, people talking about, oh, it's just an elevated version of the flu. Like, no, it's not. This is way worse than the flu. Like, stop lying. And, like, and then all the bad recipes for hand sanitizer. It's like, no. Quit selling people misinformation. Like, this is how you getting people sick. People thinking, oh, it's just an elevated version of the flu. So they thinking that they can go out and it's okay. They can be out and about in the public. I'm just lighting my eyes with this black eyeliner from NYX. It's just a black eyeliner. So yeah, it's like the misinformation is upsetting too. Because that's what's going to also cause this thing to spread even worse than what it is. Like, it's not some elevated version of the flu. If it was just some elevated version of the flu, we'd be able to develop a vaccine right away. If that were the case, it's not. This is something that we haven't dealt with before. In human beings, at least. Like, this is nuts. And I'm just going to take that on the outer corner of the lower lash line. I don't know. I just feel like things are just so crazy right now. It's just so crazy, and I just feel bad. Especially for, like, the homeless, It's just crazy. Okay, and on the inner corner, I'm going to put this shade here called Royal Highness. And just put some bling there for inner corner highlight. This is so cute. I just feel so pretty. Okay. So now I'm just going to set my face, and I'm going to set my face using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I'm almost out of this. Okay, so mascara, I use this Maybelline Snapscara in black. And so now for lips, I'm going to do a nude lip. This is so pretty. So I'm going to use a different lip from what you normally see me use. I'm using this ColourPop Lippy Pencil. This is in the shade BFF3. And this is a nice brown lip liner. Now I actually plan on trying a lot more products from ColourPop this year. But yeah, guys, it's just, I don't know. It's crazy, like everything that's going on. And I'm worried about myself, but I'm worried about my family. I'm worried about us as humanity. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's just sad right now. It's just a sad, sad time. you know? And it's a scary time. You know, like I got food and everything stocked up right now, but what, you know, like 3 weeks from now, what's it gonna be like? I don't know. And none of us know. Okay, and then to fill in the lips, I'm going to be using this Makeup Revolution Pout Balm Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade Peachy. This was in the other mini haul I did. Oh, that's pretty. Can you guys see that? I just feel put together and better. And I love this foundation. Like, this looks so good. So, let me just put one more layer. Beautiful. This is like a beautiful springtime look. All right, so that's it. That's the final look. So, you guys, like, I just hope everybody is being safe. You know, like, another thing that made me mad was when the only direction we was getting was wash your hands. It's like, washing your hands doesn't even prevent the common cold. It doesn't prevent the flu. I am an avid hand washer. I used to work in a lab. Well, not work in the lab, but study in the lab. Let me just put a little highlighter on my cheeks because I'm starting to feel myself now. That looks good. But yeah, I used to study in a lab where we washed our hands religiously, because we were dealing with antibacterial lab specimens, and we still got the common cold. So it just was irritating when they were saying, "Oh, just wash your hands." Like, no, this is an airborne respiratory disease. And what we really need is those surgical masks and for people to cover their damn cough. But yeah, I just hope everybody is being safe. You know, and just check on your loved ones. And I think we will get through this. Like, everything that's going on reminds me of like the Great Depression, like looking at the stock market, looking at the panic, just the chaos right now. But I think if we all kind of just breathe and chill and just zen and namaste, make sure you're taking safety precautions. If you feel sick, go to the doctor and get the test. They're talking about passing a paid leave act to help during this time, so at least there's that. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and chat with you guys today and just do my makeup because it makes me feel better and I feel so pretty. Even though I'm not going anywhere, I'm staying home. You know, it's therapeutic for me. Makeup has been therapeutic for me for years. And to show you guys some of the new products that I have purchased. Lent is going on, so I'm observing Lent. And I just wanted to send some encouragement you guys' way and let you know, like, we're all touched and we're all shaken by this. And I think that if we don't panic and if we all just keep our cool, follow the guidance that we're getting, everything will be okay. I don't have it. My kids don't have it. Thank goodness I work part-time, so I wasn't exposed a lot. But I'll probably still go and get tested anyway because they say you can have it and not have symptoms. So if I do get tested, I'll let you guys know what the results are. And you just have to pray and trust God. And I think we're going to be okay. I think the world has seen this type of thing before. There was Ebola when H1N1 came out. So we've seen these things before, and as a species, we always adapt and overcome. So I think we'll make it through this, and you'll be okay. But please, guys, feel free to comment down in the comment section and just vent and let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you relate to anything I've said. And I'll see you in the next one. And I promise the next one will be more upbeat. All right, guys. Once again, be safe. My heart goes out to everybody. Thank you for being subscribed to me here on my channel. Thank you for your support. And I'll see you in the next one.